And there we are. I believe we are live. We are live. We are. Don had an emergency, had to run. Of course, he's not here. Told him we were going to start. Anyway, we're here. We're live at Legends. This is a Ladder of Legends match. We have Cody against Crystal. They are doing a race to 7 10-ball on the big table. This is the first game, so the score is correct. Imagine that. Let me get the social thing running here. Alright, there's the Facebook one. Get YouTube going here. We should have socials on Facebook and YouTube. Why does it look so weird over there? There's always something weird when I come back to the computer. Strange. There it goes. Now the social should be working. So if you want to talk to me, you can. Don might be here. He might not. I guess it depends on how long the match takes. Alright, so here we are. First game, Cody and Crystal. Race to 7. Big table 10-ball action for you. Cody shooting at the 4. Side pocket shot. Good shot there. Bounce out for him. Got enough to see it. And get a real grade on it. Hit this ball with some bottom. Just let it come back that way. Hard shot on these tables. Tiny pockets. No. He might have just enough. That 10-ball might be blocking her just enough to where she can't make that ball. It might be just enough in the way. So, let's see what Crystal does. Looks like she's going for a jump cue or something. Bridge, okay. Like that's a hard jump from there, man. Might be able to see enough of it. I don't know. It's those small pockets. I don't like to go in from there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Tried to play safety. I don't think he came out too good on that. Crystal might be able to clean these up here and make the 5-ball right there. Kind of leave the cue ball, let it follow a little bit in that area maybe. You can go like that. You want an angle though, so you got an angle, but you want a more angle out here. You can send the cue ball that way. You can just follow it up to this rail. Or that rail. Looks like she can just come right back out here for the 8. My lines are never going to be straight. I guess if I hooked up the iPad version, illustrated from an iPad, it might be straighter. She didn't get real good on it, but I think that's going to be good enough. You've all come out that way. As long as you don't hit the 9, you should be okay. Oh, you got to make the ball, though. Let's see if he tries to cut this in the side. Yeah, he's going to play it there. Oof. Not real good. I probably would have tried to bounce it back out that way. I think she tried the short side the shape to shoot it towards that way. I don't think she got up there far enough. So now she's looking at the backwards cut. It's a really tough shot. I'd probably still shoot it that way. Yeah, that was a tough shot. And lined him up perfect. Slow roll. Slow roll. I don't want to do that a whole lot. Oh, he rattled it. That's these predators. You gotta hit them pure. Yeah, you're not the only one to fall victim to that, Cody. I'll tell you that right now. Crystal gotta climb on the table. Yeah, you're not the only one that's done that. Boy, oh boy. Oh. Crystal's up 1-0. I think they're alternating break. I'm not sure if they're playing winner break or alternate. Yeah. There's no gimmies on these tables. You ever played on them, you know. Ain't no real gimmies here. I think she overcut that a little. The 2 ball's in a funny spot. There's no real good shape off of that one. Unless you try to play it up in the corner. I'd probably just play a safety here. Not that either way matters much right now. She'll probably bank it back up here. Yep, she called it. Bottom left pocket. Yep. You can actually get shape off this ball if you hit it with top and bring the cue ball back up. Oh, illegally pocketed ball. So when you make a ball like that, the 3 ball that she did not call, and 10 ball, that's considered an illegally pocketed ball. When you make an illegally pocketed ball, your opponent has the option of taking the shot or having you shoot again. That is a rule specific to 10 ball. So Cody decided to take the shot, which I don't blame him. But I dogged it. Let's call it in the side. Watch out. She's not going like this. Oh, she got away with it. Oh, maybe not. 6-7's got her. Yeah, Cody came in a little early and had about, 30 minutes of practice or so before the match. I didn't see Crystal warm up a whole lot, but I was outside for a little bit. She might have. I think he called the 7 there. Try a kick combo, huh? Yeah, got the 8 ball first. So Crystal with ball in hand here on the 5. Got that 7-8 still looking a little funny. Oh wait, she's on the 4. I think she called the 4 or the 9. I think she called the 9. I think she called the 4. My ball's really messed up with that 9 sitting in front of it right there. Making the 4 ball doesn't do you any good. Really no point in even making the ball. You don't want to do that either, though. But again, I don't think it's going to hurt her a whole lot. Look at where that 5 is right there. I mean, you gotta break that out somehow. He's setting himself straight in. Almost. I don't like that. I'd probably give a lot of angle and come out that way. You try to use it with English instead of angle. But it looks like he's got the 4 ball hidden behind the 7 there. She's gonna try and kick at it probably. Definitely don't want to make this kick shot. You want to hit the ball. Well, it doesn't even matter. Eyeball's so screwy. Yeah. Until that pie ball gets out of there, I don't know. Tried to get back up there for it, but in a really bad spot. He got a hit on it, but didn't do him any good. Crystal with a straight in 5 ball might have enough angle to maybe come out to this rail and back over here. Not quite. No. The right shot here is to send the 6 ball that way. Send it down in this area down here. Put the cue ball right there. Play a safety here. You don't even need to send it that far down. You can leave the 6 ball over in this area and put the cue ball here. Probably where to go with it. I'm definitely hitting the 6 ball over here, putting the cue ball over here. That's a tough reach, yeah. It's a big ass table, huh? That bridge. I used to be able to climb on tables like that. I can't do that no more. I'm old. Ooh, nice shot. That was really nice. He gets one of these. Oh, a shot. Oh, there she goes. Oh, but she scratched. Made a good shot on that ball on the side in the 7, but scratched on the other side. Well, not real good on that 9. You want to get better up on him than that, I think, Cody. I'm trying to dog you, but yeah. Well, go hit it with some draw and kind of draw back out. Nice shot. Avoid that side. Very nice. Well done. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. And there it is. 1-1. Oh, well, that was quick. That was quick. That was real quick. Cool. Oh, let's see. We got the wrong one plugged in. Let me plug the right thing in for you. There we go.
Not yet.
Well, not yet what?
I can't hear nothing.
Oh, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I see why. Wait, that's mine. Because your other headphones are plugged in.
My wireless one's still here?
I don't
think so.
No, they're not here. No, they're just plugged in. You son of a bitch. There we go. There you go.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes, sir. Hi, everybody. Say hi to
Yes,
Don.
sir. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Been a minute.
Yeah, it has, huh?
1-1, huh?
It is 1-1.
They just started a new rack.
Yeah, that would be game 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just 1-1.
The Crystal looks like she's shooting pretty well. Or was it just a...
Neither one of them are hit their stride yet.
I got you.
They're both making balls but struggling to make other balls, you know. As you would expect on this table.
Right.
Think
It's an unforgiving table.
Very much so.
That's a nice shirt she's got on.
Yeah,
that whole family got a shirt like that, didn't they?
It is pretty cool, huh?
It is. You know, the funny part about it is when I wore up that Jam Up shirt up here, like, I don't know, a year ago.
Okay.
And Randall saw it, and that's how he got the idea for our shirts.
Oh.
And Legends made cool shirts, and then everybody went out and got cool shirts made.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a standard thing for teams when they go to Vegas to have team shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I remember back when it was mostly T-shirts.
Yeah. Hey, Pippi. Yeah,
Hi,
it
Pippi.
used to be mostly T-shirts. The trend in the last, 5 years or so, maybe a little longer, has been to go to the jersey type.
Right. I think when Darts
like
started
jerseys.
doing it a lot.
Darts, yeah.
Yeah, Darts, they came out with them real cool shirts, and then...
Might have started there,
Yeah, and it trickled over.
Yeah, I think so. Follow it all the way up. Bring the cue ball out by the 9.
She's tall enough.
Yeah, she's had a few reaching problems already. But to be fair, so they're in the same spots that you and I would have a hard reaching
Yeah, oh,
problem.
for sure. Whoa.
Tried to play the 7 there. Almost had it. Almost.
Now almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yep. Well, she's scratching quite a bit.
Yeah. I played on a team with her once. Just had to bring that up.
Of course you did.
I was on a team Drew Schmidrew was the captain of.
Smezju.
Schmidrew.
That name always freaks me out. I always think it's a alias type last name.
Like an acronym?
Yeah. Like his last name is Smeds and he just puts a Drew at the end.
Yeah.
Fuck with us. I don't know. Yeah. I know it's not.
No,
It's real. It just kind of freaks me out.
just to see it, you're like, how the frick do I pronounce that?
Kinda. But, you know, I'm half illiterate, so.
Half?
Half.
Yeah, I'm just stuck on stupid. Not hooked on phonics. I'm stuck on stupid.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Look, somebody actually likes when we talk.
Oh, yeah.
Kimberly Swearingen. Thank you, Kimberly.
That's a great last name, Swearinger. Because I'm definitely a
Or
Swearinger.
she's a Swearingen.
Yeah, I'd be a Swearinger.
Yeah, you are a Swearinger. There she goes with the bridge again. Yeah, see?
That's a crazy looking bridge.
Oh, their Fargo rates? I don't know. I'd have to look them up. I can look them up here real quick.
Well, I can guarantee you they're both $4.99 or under.
Yes, they're definitely that.
I would think Crystal's probably at $3.15. Cody's probably at $3.60.
Let's find out.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, don't do that.
It's Jeopardy.
What's her last name? Pennington, right?
Pettyford.
Pettyford. She's a 320.
Oh, that's close. I said $3.15.
Yeah, you were close, yeah. And then we got Cody. What's his last name?
Behringer? No. I don't know.
Kinney. He's a 446.
Ooh, I was way up on him.
Yeah. So 446 against, what'd I say?
320. What's his robustness, does it say?
Yeah, give me a second. His robustness is 285.
Not bad.
No.
See, they're having a lot of those tournaments, like with MOB. They're having tournaments at, 440 and under, but you got to have 500 robustness.
The Mob Productions guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have over like 400 robustness or whatever.
Yeah, they got one coming up in October. It's up 462 and under.
Wait, you can see what, Pippi? I missed it. He's like, yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Nice shot.
There we go.
Yeah, he's going to be on the rail, though. Real close to it.
Not really.
Just long distance.
Still a lot of green.
Yeah.
Blue.
Not on the rail, but long distance. Stroke it in. Nice shot.
Yeah. 2-1.
Indeed.
Is it race to 7?
Sure. Yep. Sure is.
Yes, sir. Maybe want to buy Darren a comb. His hair all standing up, looked like he just got out of bed.
The ratings. Oh, you can see the ratings. Yeah, I just put them up there. He asked me what they were, so I was like, oh, that'd be a good idea to put them up there. Thanks, Pippi. I'll put them up there. Because I didn't even look. So, thank you.
Looks like they're taking a little break.
Pippi says, seems like they're speeding, not taking their time. Yeah, they're not. Seems like they're playing a little fast. Yeah, they're not. Oh, I guess you were right. It looks like I'm taking a little break. Where'd she go?
She's sitting down. Cody, I think, went to use the head. Oh, that's Cody.
She's sitting down, huh?
I thought that was Crystal. It's Cody. My bad. Sorry.
She's sitting down.
Sorry, Cody. I'm not saying you look like a woman.
She's sitting down.
Why all I seen was...
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what she was doing.
Getting a shot.
I was going to say giving Darren shit.
Okay, that's better. I like that better. Tell him to go comb his hair.
She heard you. Tell him, go comb your hair, motherfucker. Oh, did I just say that?
You did.
Damn. Sorry.
Swearinger.
All right, then.
Not a bad break.
No, not at all. Except for the cue ball. Oh, no.
Three ball's going to fall. Ba-doom.
Yeah. No. Oh, looked like it was going.
Sure did, and had a lot of speed.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear about the overnight bust at the underground nightclub at Airport and Academy?
Uh-uh.
It didn't. Last night, about 4 o'clock in the morning today, the DEA, FBI, sheriffs,
Oh, shit.
Colorado Springs Police busted a underground nightclub at Airport and Academy. They said it had they were running drugs and prostitution and sex crimes and all kinds of shit through there.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
But I didn't get a membership.
You would have got arrested last night.
You sure would have.
And they,
Airport and Academy.
yeah,
That's over there by the old Woodies, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, I was trying to, looking at the pictures, I can't place it exactly what building it is, but yeah, Airport and Academy.
Well, it's got to be that building right behind the Burger King.
It's got to be something over there. I don't know, but yeah, they had a bunch of shit, man. But
Huh.
yeah, it was like 200 people were there or something like that.
Damn. It's
Active,
bad when the DEA gets involved.
right?
You know,
They found pink cocaine.
pink.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Fisheye.
Fisheye is a camera lens. What are you talking about?
Fisheye cocaine. It's pink.
I have no idea. I don't know nothing about that
It's out
stuff.
of Dominican.
I don't know about none of that stuff.
Me neither.
You know more than me.
I saw it on TV once.
Sure.
It
But,
was on Home Improvement.
But anyway, yeah, they busted the whole thing, and there was active duty military members that were in there working as armed security.
Wow. They're fucked. Oh, they're messed. They're done.
Screwed.
Yeah, they're screwed.
Their career is
Over.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I read that right before I went to bed. I was like, what in the world? I had no idea the place existed. Of course, I don't go to those kind of places.
Yeah, I'm not in that circle.
No. But usually, as working here, we hear about those things
Sure.
in circles, you know. I never even heard about that one. I do know of a couple others that exist.
I do too.
I did not know of that one, though.
Was that a gambling place? Did they have the gambling tables?
No,
it was just an after-hour nightclub.
It was just an underground nightclub. They didn't have a liquor license. They don't have business license. They don't pay taxes. No insurance.
Wow.
None of that. And
The worst part about it, their worst charge is probably going to be like tax evasion.
No, probably not. I don't know. He was talking about human trafficking and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, what the heck?
That's no joke right there.
No, it was
Get charged with human trafficking,
no.
your life is over.
Well, the article I read, I mean, they were talking about it. I don't know if anybody's actually getting charged, but crazy, man. Like I said, I didn't even know the place existed. I do know of a couple others.
We'll talk off the air.
But I don't,
Too old to mess around with stuff like that.
yeah, I don't know nothing about none of that stuff.
Did you try to tear him off that 9 ball? Nice try.
See, Pippi's saying the security was abusing women, choking them. Yeah, that's what I was reading too. It was crazy.
Wow.
It was insane. It was like, what the hell? Yeah, that was nuts.
You know, and it's idiots like that that make it tough on the honest bar owner.
Yep, for sure. Well, back to the game. Cody shooting the 5-ball in hand. A little shot. Rolled it up a little far.
A little too far, yeah, a little bit.
He's going to play it in the side now instead of the corner. Probably the right call.
At least he got on the right side of it.
Well, he got on a side of it that he could work with.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll have the 7 in the side. That'll be a good shot. Got to watch out for that 9-ball, though. That 9-ball rolls huge because cue ball's going to come up that way. You're going to bring it all the way back. Or slow roll it. And I don't know about the slow roll type thing.
It's controllable. Controllable.
Well, no, actually, it was probably the right shot in that situation. The angle's right. Camera makes the angles funny sometimes. Be on the rail now, though. Well, this is nothing easy here.
Now you're going to have 2 super long shots to go out.
Yeah.
Because you know that cue ball is going to roll all the way up to that rail.
He's only trying to fire it in with some draw. He's going to draw it right out of the pocket.
You're going to rattle it.
It's almost a guaranteed miss on these tables.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
I'll eat my words.
How's it taste?
Yeah, fuck me. Yeah. Damn. That was a damn good freaking shot.
That was a good shot.
That was a great shot.
Especially the cue ball position.
Right?
You got that sucker to bite.
I'm over here like that's almost a guaranteed miss. He freaking drilled it, man. That was a fantastic shot.
Straight to the back of the pocket.
I mean, it was a bam.
Well, you know better than to try to call these matches.
Wow. Man, that was a good freaking shot. I don't think...
I'm glad I wasn't in the middle of co-signing.
On a bar table, that's pretty normal, basic shot.
Yeah, right? On a 9-footer?
On that table. On other 9-footers, it's not that hard. On that table, that's a hard freaking shot.
And his twin brother right next door.
Exactly. That's a hard freaking shot. So there we go, 3-1 Cody. He's halfway there on a fantastic freaking 9-ball.
Yeah, that was kind of blew me away.
I mean, yeah.
Especially where he got the cue ball to bite.
Oh, he landed perfect.
Whoever takes care of the balls here knows not to wax the cue ball.
Well, I've seen him on camera doing what he does, and I don't want to tell you what I've seen him doing.
Did he get dizzy?
Nice break there.
Oh, that 8-ball chewed him. Or is that the 4-ball?
I don't know. I just thought it was a good
whatever
break.
ball that's in that got rattled in the top corner pocket.
I think it's 8. No. What? 2.
What's up, buddies? Miss McNasty is here.
It's not a league. It's a ladder match. Know the difference, jackass.
He still doesn't know the difference between center fire and rim fire. How he gets in front of that charger he's got and tries to find the crank start. Well, that's a good try. And leave him tough.
Yeah. Won't hide him.
That was one of the unintentional defenses.
Yes, sir.
Unintentional.
Yep.
See, Jerry left his car sitting for a month because he couldn't figure out the battery in his remote. Like,
Yeah, I know.
good God, man.
Here comes the jump cue.
$10 says he fouls.
Wow. He didn't foul.
He didn't foul. But he didn't make it.
Well, I don't think
he's
making it was ever
It's a hard shot. I mean,
it was a good jump. I don't think making it was ever the
his intention was just to hit the ball.
Yeah, I think so.
And there's another prime example, because I'm kind of on your side of the fence now about this jumping shit. If he's just trying to hit the ball, kick it.
Well,
you're going to get a better leave off your cue ball.
Sometimes. I mean,
I'm on the fence of, if you're going to jump a ball, you're jumping it to make it. You're not jumping it just to hit it.
No, I could understand jumping just to hit it. You want to get a good hit, and if that's the best way to get a good hit, that's the best way.
But when 7 out of 10 times you foul.
Well, and most people do. But that's my whole thing right there, is if you're going to, even some of the people that say they're the best jumpers.
That's a nice bank shot.
Sure was. He's starting to hit a stride now, ain't he?
Yeah, I don't think
he's hooked on the 3.
Yeah, there's no slowing him down now. Yeah, the 3's in a bad spot.
He slowed himself down. He's going to call it in the corner, try to kick at it, but he probably practiced jumps more than kicks.
Look at that. Oh.
Wow, he made it. Wow, that was pretty crazy. How are you going to come behind it?
Dude, I would have to try to remember that shot.
I wish I had
different
the replay
English
going on that. I wish I had the replay.
You don't have the replay going?
I don't have it set up here right now.
That'd been a great shot.
That would have been a fun one. That would have been a fun one. I mean, we can go back and watch it on Facebook and all that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Is it 10 right there behind the 9?
It is. Sure is. Now, see, if I'm on a bar table, I'm probably going to fire this ball in the 5 right here. Probably going to fire it in and let the cue ball smack into those. And hopefully get something, if I'm on a bar table. But I'm not on a bar table. So now I'm probably going to hit it and come around on this side. Over here.
Rule number 1.
Yeah. Step 1. That was a hard shot. Kind of got him hitting a little bit.
Especially laying up on the table.
Exactly. That's what made it hard, yeah. That distance. You call it cross corner? Looks like it.
Oh, what kind of English did you put on that? That thing, when he hit at that angle, it just straightened right up.
I
had to put
enough attention to know. Probably had bottom right on it, probably. Or just right.
Yeah, because it just straightened up that 5 ball.
And probably bottom right. The bottom stiffens it up, and then hitting it hard stiffens it up more.
And he was elevated a bit.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
That blows me away about being elevated. How it changes your shot so much just being elevated.
Completely. It's huge. That's why it's so important.
Go ahead. What?
Of course.
Of course. Why wouldn't you be able to?
No, you use whatever you want.
You have 20,
absolutely.
You have 20 of them lined up if you want to.
Yeah, you can use Darren's cue. We don't care.
Use Darren's cue. He ain't combed his hair today.
You can use a house cue if you want. We don't care.
That's a good hit. That's a real good hit.
Yeah, there's no rules in this ladder about what stick you're going to use.
He's used to playing APA.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
APA, you can only have 2 sticks out. And whatever stick you use to break with, that's the only stick you can use to break with. And
yeah, that's kind of funny like that.
Yeah. And if you use your break stick as a jump stick before you break, then it's your shooting cue for the rest of the night.
I just don't get it.
I don't either. I mean, I kind of do for the novices.
No.
But
I don't get it. What the hell difference does it make which cue stick I use? I got 4 of them in my bag. If I want to change in the middle of a game, why can't I change?
As we've discussed before, because somebody high-ranking in the APA got smoked in a big match.
By somebody that changed cues?
Pulled the cue out at the last minute, and they made the roll up the next morning.
Yeah, okay.
You hear how we did Wednesday night at Rackham's?
No. I saw how you did.
Okay.
Wasn't very good.
I did great.
Oh, you did.
I'd be a little Robin 10 ball and should have beat him in 9 ball or 8 ball, but kind of made a dumb shot and let him come back. Kind of a shot just like that.
Yeah, we all do it. Well, he left her long and in the middle of the table, so definitely a makeable shot on the 6. Probably play it up here, right there in that corner. Cue ball drifts out like that. It's a pretty good shot.
See, I'm thinking about going to the other corner.
The other corner is a backwards cut. You don't see the pocket while you're shooting it. Makes it a much tougher shot.
You see her beat up table 5?
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Perfect. Oh, she got away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good make though.
I didn't think she hit it hard enough to get it to rattle like that.
Yeah. So you wanted to be out here on this, right? So you can make this ball there and let the cue ball come up right there. Probably still going to try and get in that area. Yeah. Oh.
That is a good shot.
Perfect. Yeah.
Now she can just control that cue ball, drop that 9, and line up for the 10.
Just pretty much a stop shot here.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all you need. You don't got to do nothing much more than that. What happens is they try to get too straight, too perfect. People try to get too straight, too perfect, and do too much. If you just stop shot it, you have a good shot at the 10. If you try to follow it, you get in trouble. If you try to draw it, you get in trouble.
Just like that.
Right. Just stop shot.
Yeah.
That's all you needed. You can cut that ball right in that corner, right?
And it almost looked like she tried to stun it.
Yeah. She's going to bank it back at her. A little bit of top left. Right it almost straight on. Nope. Definitely a makeable ball for Cody. Got to watch out for that side pocket scratch.
Sure.
You can either follow it past the side or draw it beneath it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow it.
I think so too. He missed it.
Just like that.
Oh, he made it. No,
He missed.
I called it right the first time.
You did.
No, instead of 4-1, we got 3-2. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Sorry, Crystal, but
We've seen
Stranger things.
We've seen a lot of crazy shit on that table.
We have.
Just like that. You called it.
I didn't mean to.
You called it.
I did not call
you
it.
You sent that bad juju.
I did not.
You did?
No, it's not.
It's only between me and you and everybody listening.
And 100 other people. Yeah, no.
Male chauvinist pig.
What? No. I just don't understand how.
I don't understand either.
How that can happen. Not that you can't scratch on that shot. I've scratched on that shot. But how, when I say something like that, it almost always affects it.
But it's so preventable being a shooter. All you got to do is put a little left or right on it.
Hit it off angle.
Yeah.
Cheat the pocket just a touch.
Cheat the pocket just a skosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are infamous now.
I
think that's I think you hit double digits.
I think so too, and I don't understand it.
Yeah. And it's not he's got this shot, no problem. It's, that looks like a tougher shot.
And that wasn't even nothing. That was just we've seen stranger things happen.
Most matches, most games we see on the bigger tables, the guy that rattled it would have gave it to the other guy. Take it.
Usually. When it's sitting like that, they do, yeah.
Yeah, and they walk by and knock it in.
Oh, she scratched there. She just can't stop scratching today.
Well, if you slept with Darren when you scratch all the time?
That was Don Lowe, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Don Lowe. DONLOWE.
5'5". No.
He goes by Don Lowe Sr., just so you know.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, hey.
I cracked myself up.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Darren want to crack me up here after he watches this podcast.
Oh, I can't believe he missed that combo with ball in hand. And you're right, Darren might want to crack you up after he watches this. That's why I explicitly state down low, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, there's no mistaking our voices.
If you don't know us, there might be.
Well, them curtains look really good under those tables.
They really do. They really do. It makes a big difference, especially on camera. Gets the tubs out of there. Makes a big difference.
Well, I was just really surprised on the way I mounted them underneath, up top.
Yeah.
The way the cloth still fell, looks like it followed an angle, you know what I mean? Like it's angling in.
Yeah, it kind of does.
To where when they're walking up, they're up on the table, they're not
like it's
catching their feet on the bottom of it.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. No, they do. They look nice.
Yeah, Randy and I talked about doing that to all the tables.
Yeah.
But we have to get the logo, the Legends logo put on like the long sides.
That'd be cool. I'm going to jump it again. Two for two on the hit.
Yeah. You see, Friday night, evidently somebody put one of the Predator racks underneath the table, like behind the curtain.
Yeah.
And they had the other one from table 8 over on table 9, and then a regular rack from back on the extra parts rack.
I'm not surprised.
I'm like, what the hell's going on? I lifted up the curtain, and they were both right there.
I'm not surprised. I'm going to jump it again.
I think I'm going to bring in the screen splitter and leave it here hooked up.
Yeah. I'll get Randy to buy one. He was supposed to get one. 3 for 3 on the hit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Don't see that every day.
Don't see that.
I don't think we've seen that any day.
No, somebody.
Oh yeah, somebody else did have a good day jumping.
Yeah,
too,
I think it was Lucas, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't know who it was. But it doesn't happen very often.
But I don't think we've had a 3 for 3.
I don't think so. That sure don't happen very often, I'll tell you that. What's funny is I tell every time, I'll give him all that shot all day long. I'll let him shoot it all day long.
He hit that a little bit harder. That'd been a great shot. At least he got a rail.
Well, I think he was going for a safety there. He left her tough.
And she can leave him straight.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what?
What?
Oh, I thought never mind. I thought the 8 was the 2, or the 4, I mean. Thought he was going to go for the jump cue again, because I thought
I got
8
you.
was a 4. Or 2, or whatever the freaking ball they're shooting at.
B8 before 069.
This ball, 2. The who, what, I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore.
I was 8 before I was 6.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds like you were raised in a house of cannibals.
Not very far off. I've been related to Donners.
Yep. Counts if it goes.
It counted.
It counts. It goes.
That's a hell of a leave.
Oi. Oi.
Oy vey.
Yeah. Oi.
Mazel tov.
What do you do here? Yeah, punt. So, you got nothing going. You got nothing going. You have a hard shot at the ball. You look for something to tie up.
Put the 10 ball in.
Well, I guess the hit was easier than it looked from here, huh?
Evidently.
I mean, because it didn't look like she could get past that 6 at all.
I think she banked it.
Yeah, she kicked it, yeah.
Yeah, kicked it.
Yeah. It was a much easier kick than it looked like, so I didn't think she'd get by that 6. But
Who
she
you got
did.
here? Oh. All right.
Well, kicking at it again.
You know, Pippi had to say something about how quick the match was going. As soon as she commented on that, it went
Slow down.
like air brakes. Got my ATN working at home. My Black Magic.
Oh, the Mini?
Yeah. Remember, because I couldn't get it downloaded on anything?
I thought you had it going.
No.
Hmm.
I cleaned up one of my laptops and put it on there by itself.
Oh, okay. It was not supposed to be that hard.
No. But none of my computers had enough memory in it.
No.
Remember, because it said it needed 32 and all mine had 16?
Oh, the RAM?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the V-Mix and ATN working together.
Well, 5-9 combo here, maybe?
Maybe. Boom.
Nailed it.
Look at the eye on you, son.
Nailed it.
Hey, did you hear about what they did to Sanders during the draft?
What's part?
Yeah, well, other than screwing him to death.
Did they screw him to death?
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh, he got the Culpepper treatment.
You think so?
I do.
You don't think that it was because they refused to throw and show up for combine and do any other exercises and maybe have bad interviews or anything like that?
I think it was his dad.
You don't think it was his arrogance from his father or anything like that? I think it was all of that.
I think it was his dad.
Of course it was. And the arrogance shown through his son.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
But did you hear what?
Retired the guy's freaking number. What the hell did he do to have his number?
I mean, and the guy that played both ways got drafted number 2, and he didn't retire his number.
Right. If anybody's number, it should be his.
Yeah. That's a ball in hand.
And
But yeah, he got a phone call in between round 1 or beginning of round 2.
Prank call, yeah.
They just figured out who it was.
Oh yeah, who was it?
It was a defensive coach from the Falcons.
Nice. That's hilarious. That's freaking funny, man.
And then guess who drafts him?
The Browns. What's
Idiots.
funny is that was one of the teams he said he would never play for.
Yeah.
This is freaking awesome. You can't write that stuff, man. Freaking idiot. Doesn't want to throw at the combine or the workouts or whatever. Doesn't want to do any of the stuff that normal NFL players do every year to get drafted.
Right.
And expects to be in the first round. It's like you're lucky you're even in the draft at that point.
Well, every mock draft had him going in the top, within the top 10.
How many mock drafts interviewed him?
I don't know.
0. None of the mock drafts interviewed him. The people that did the drafting interviewed him.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, this guy's a freaking entitled jackass.
Yeah, especially the Giants.
And his dad is the reason why.
Yeah.
You know, not that he's not a good coach. I'm glad we have him as a coach, but we need to get past the Saunders sons on the team era and see if he's still a coach.
He said he would be.
He did. They also said he wouldn't play for Cleveland Browns.
Sure. Well, and that's why most teams didn't draft him, because they didn't want to deal with his dad.
Of course. Well,
You still drinking Mountain Dew?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole. To me, that whole situation is hilarious. He caused that all himself. They caused that themselves for the last couple of years, last year at least. All the smack they talk. Ridiculous.
Oh, he definitely got handled though.
Oh yeah, he got what he deserved. But at the same time, he's still going to be an NFL quarterback making millions of dollars. And he might end up being pretty good. He might. I'm not saying he won't be good at all. I don't know.
I think he's going to make Johnny Football look like a princess. You know what I mean? With his attitude.
You think he's going to be that bad? Maybe. Maybe.
I see a lot of defensive players. The defensive coach going, yeah, I remember when he planted his flag in the middle of the 49ers, you know.
Yeah.
Whoever gets him first gets a $1,000 bonus, or you know.
I don't think they want to be doing any more of that headhunting stuff.
Bounties. Oh, Cody.
I don't think they're going to be doing any bounties. I think one bounty gate was enough.
Oh, Johnny Football got bounty gated.
No, the New Orleans Saints when Sean Payton was the head coach.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they made a movie about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we need any more of that.
Oh. He shot that way too fast.
Yeah. Off the bridge, everything else. That was a great opportunity to make it 4-2.
But he's going to make it 5-1 now.
Certainly looks like it. I'm back on the backside of it. I know.
Straight in the corner.
Yes, sir. Certainly works out, doesn't it?
It's not a gimme, but...
Well, there's no gimmies on these tables.
No.
That's about as close as you're going to get.
I mean, that's all I do my drills on now is a 9-footer.
Yeah.
And if I'm not making sure I'm set right, stroking right, and doing everything correct,
you miss.
It will eat me up.
Yep, you miss. Yep. You got to hit them pure, man. You got to hit them right.
Yeah, there's no...
the fundamentals got to be there, man.
There's no just getting up there and, you know, half-stepping it.
No.
Like you can on a 7-foot table.
You can in some instances
on
some points on a 7-foot table.
But when you're doing drills on that 9-footer,
no,
everything's got to be
perfect. That's the whole point of the drill too, though.
It is
to get that rhythm and that muscle memory. That's the whole point of doing it. But you're right. Yeah, when you're playing on these, especially these predators, you have to have good fundamentals. If your stance ain't right, if your bridge ain't right,
stroke, anything.
My biggest problem that I'm noticing is my bridge is weak.
You closed bridge or open bridge?
Closed. My bridge is weak. My hands are weak. It's the arthritis in my hands and stuff.
Yeah. And that's why I kind of went to, I mean, I am an open bridge all the time now.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of discipline on that.
There's a lot of shots the open bridge you just can't do. Try and draw a table and a half on an open bridge. It's hard.
Because you want to do this.
Right. You need that closed bridge. Like, you need that closed bridge. Force follow shots, you need that closed bridge. You know? Get that extra fucking tight spin. But that's what I've noticed for me.
And I've just noticed with my closed bridge,
has gotten weak.
I let it stay open too wide, and my cue does
tighten it up. Yeah.
They like taking breaks, don't they?
Are they going outside?
Yeah.
Well, she is anyway. There's Cody.
He's going out to comb Darren's hair. You know how your mom used to do? She'd lick her hand and...
Yeah. Yeah, she did. She sure did. Then I did it to my kids.
I did it to my kids too. Both my kids had the old whoop-de-woo when you take your fingers and do like that with their hair when they're babies. You know, you put it down the middle like the little mohawk.
5-1. Cody breaking.
5-1.
Race to 7.
Cody broke.
Are you a freaking parrot? So she's got the option to push here. I don't think we've seen a push yet.
I don't believe we have. I don't believe we've seen a push. I don't know.
Not in this match. Not yet. It's a good time to do it, though.
I think she just called it.
You think? 9 ball side.
You think you heard him?
Or not. Okay. Now 9 ball side.
Yeah, now 9 ball side. Hey, I'm gonna take a leak. I'll be right back.
We didn't need to know that. Or just a foul. How about that? Where did the one hit the rail? The one must have hit the rail. And we got somebody playing on the table next to him. I don't know who that is, but that's cool. Wait, what? He must not be able to see that one ball at all. I guess that was a good try at it. So, what's she gonna do? 1 ball right where she's standing, 2 ball up table in the middle. 2 ball is like down here. So you got the 1 ball there. She's gonna try and draw it back. Looks like it. And now she's getting a little off angle for the draw. Huh. Huh. I don't know. Okay. Jump stick time again. Well, you're 3 for 3. Why not try it, huh? You might make one. I mean, you've hit them every time. You might make this one because it's not too far from the bowl. So kind of a long jump, though, ain't it? He's 3 for 3 on the jumps as far as hitting the ball. Hasn't fouled yet on the jump. There it is. Still 3 for 4. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Hit the ball 3 out of 4 times. That's pretty good. So I make this ball here. I'm running it around like that. And she's just struggling today. She is struggling today. Cody probably play the 9 ball, leave the 1 with shot in the corner. Karam shot for the 9. Or not. I'm just going to stop now, I guess. You have to kick it to 1 here. Or make the 10. So the 10 ball spot. Crystal has ball in hand. She could make him shoot again if she wanted. That is an illegally pocketed ball. But it's ball in hand, so why would you do that? It's a foul. Why would you give it up? Nobody's ever going to do that. However, you could. It'd be kind of stupid, but you could. Yeah, she's struggling today. No question about that.
What's going on? 5-1. Still. That is a great idea.
I've been using those for cup holders for 30 years.
I bet you they saved you a lot of equipment.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it don't get spilt. I've never spilt my drink. Well, when I first started doing it, it was twofold. Because that gaffer's tape is like $30 for a roll.
Right. So you keep track of
So
it.
I wanted to keep it in my booth so I know where it was. I'm like, well, where? If I put it right there and I put my drink in it one time, I was like, oh, and I just discovered it, and I was like, hey, that's like the best cup holder ever. Then you just put a roll of tape and put your drink inside of it. Yep.
And then you can keep track of it too.
And I knew where my tape was at all times. Yep.
Because I hate that more than anything else in the world. You know you've got a roll of tape. You know you've seen it. You think you've seen it over here or over here. You know what I mean? And you start looking for it, and the very last place you look is where you finally find it. If you find it.
Whenever I'm looking for something, the last place I look is always where I find it.
Oh, you got to be a smartass, don't you? Thanks, brother.
You're welcome.
Chef Randy just brought me a pretzel.
Yeah, he brought you a pretzel.
Mark took the other A pretzel. No. Oh, I knew he was going to do that. You know, poor Cody, he's fallen into the old, he's only playing as well as his opponent.
Oh.
Have you ever fallen into that before?
Yeah. Every time I play you.
You give me a couple more weeks, I'm going to whoop your ass on that table. I'm going to make you play right-handed and everything. I'm getting it down. I do want to give a shout out to the Eagles up on Academy. When the Eagle Riders is in here, I did their pool table.
Cool. All right. Cool.
And, you want to say hello to anybody that might be listening?
Cool.
Kind of a funny story. Walked into Main Street last night, and guy kept staring at me, looking at me, looking at me, looking at me. I'm about to go walk down and say, "Do I know you from somewhere?" So I see him come walking to me, and I'm like, "Oh man, maybe I owe this guy money or something." He walks up and he says, "Aren't you one half a Culus in the booth?" I said, "Yes, I am." It was hilarious.
What the hell? You just making this shit up?
No, I'm not. I got witnesses.
That did not happen.
Ask Andrew.
Bullshit.
Andrew was right there, and he can verify it.
What the hell?
But he knew I was one half.
Well, yeah, that's cool too. But I mean,
oh, in the same instant,
that's not even a pool playing type bar. They're just a bar. I mean, they got leagues, but
pool playing now. The tables are always busy now that we moved them and we cleaned them up.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Them tables I could probably clean twice a week. That's how many people they get on them, and then plus they still got that real thick felt on there. We haven't put the new felt on yet. And then the same incident, somebody said, "Hey, I heard Steel City, they're going to stream their thing with a telephone. How does that work?" I said, "I don't know." Thought that was funny.
You get a tripod. You put your phone on the tripod. You go to Facebook and you hit live stream. That's how that works.
How do you commentate?
Pretty simple. Well, you don't. You could. You just sit there next to your phone and talk. But if there's any music in the background, you're going to get a copyright.
Right. There's no way to put a gate on it. Unless you're using like vMix or using music off vMix. I don't think vMix would run on your phone, would it? Crystal has the opportunity to try to make this 5-2, but she needed to complete step 1. I'm really surprised Cody's going to try to cut this into that corner. And scratch.
Hey.
That's why I was surprised he even attempted it.
Overcut it with bottom left.
He's lost his competitive edge.
Well, I don't know about that.
I mean, for right now.
No, I don't know about all that.
Oh, and did you see we have a celebrity in the bar?
I mean, yeah, I'm here.
No. I didn't say a shithead. I said a celebrity.
What the hell are you talking about?
Alfred E. Newman's here. You know, from Mad Magazine?
Shut up.
He is. He's right there. He's sitting at the bar. Oh, he misses it. You're going to look. Haha, I knew you were going to look. Right there. There he is. Zoom in. Hey, Hammer, I know you're listening.
I was like, that don't look like nothing like Alfred E. Newman.
When you see his face, you'll say, oh, yeah, that's him. Look.
That's Hammer? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Matt Hammer.
Hi, Alfred.
Alfred E. Newman. Especially when he shaves his beard all the way off. Twins.
Not even close.
Twins.
Where's the bushy red afro?
Alfred E. Newman, you're thinking of Carrot Top. Alfred E. Newman didn't have no bushy red afro.
Oh, he had frayed red hair or whatever. He had like the curly frayed hair or whatever.
No,
yeah.
Not Alfred E. Newman. He had black hair.
I don't know what I'm... No.
You're thinking of Carrot Top.
No, I'm not thinking of Carrot Top. I don't care about Carrot Top. He has orange curly hair.
It's not curly. It's orange. I'll give you that.
Okay, well,
That's more like a...
wavy, maybe.
That's not Alfred E. Newman. Let's say they're doing it. Looks more like the dude.
There's the real guy right there.
Wow.
That's really Alfred E. Newman right there. That's what they said. I don't know. Red hair, freckles, and a gap-toothed grin. Yeah, he was a goofy-looking kid. All right, so now we got that settled. Where are we at? Still 5-1?
Still 5-1. About to be 6-1.
Yeah, maybe.
Plays this right.
Yeah, let's see.
And falls all the way down in the pocket.
Yeah, I'm just tongue it up. Well, 6-1. Cody on the hill. Crystal's been struggling.
That looks like Howdy Doody. Doesn't that look more like Howdy Doody?
Howdy Doody? No, man. Howdy Doody's a marionette puppet.
I know, but the drawing looks like Howdy Doody.
That was their dude. That was
Howdy Doody.
Howdy Doody. I bet anybody watching this probably never even heard of Howdy Doody.
Probably not. I mean, that doesn't look a lot like him.
I guess it does look like him. I was never into Howdy Doody.
Well, that's what they used to refer to like Opie Taylor.
Yeah.
Looking like Howdy Doody.
Yeah. Yeah, I never got into that one.
Well, it was way before our time.
Was it?
Yeah, it was I think in the 50s.
Oh. That's probably why I never got into it. Never cared about no Howdy Doody. I liked Bozo the Clown. Because I lived in Illinois and they filmed it in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
I was on the show a couple times.
Really?
Well, in the audience, I should say.
Oh, nice. Bozo the Clown.
Yep.
Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah, I remember him. Never cared for him really either. I always thought he was a weirdo.
Who was the other dude that wore the sweater?
Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers. You know, Mr. Rogers was actually a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, he was a badass.
And that's why he wore the sweater with the long sleeves, because he was all tattooed out. Yeah.
Yep, he had tattoos, yep. No, he was a badass.
And he said that's the only thing, that was the only type of therapy that could keep him in the right mind, doing that show.
Yeah. That was a good show. I remember that show. I learned a lot from that show, actually. I think we all did. Hey.
So if you grew up in Illinois,
Only till I was about 10.
no, so you probably don't remember the Houlihan and Big Chuck?
The who what?
Houlihan and Big Chuck?
Houlihan.
Houlihan
Houlihan. Yeah.
and Big Chuck.
No, I don't know what that is.
It was like a Saturday night at midnight show where they showed different movies.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh.
No, I
It was
don't.
out of Cleveland, but it was pretty cool.
No, I only lived there until I was about 10, 11 years old.
Okay.
And we moved out here. Been out here ever since, except for a few spats when I move away for a few years and come back.
I.e., folks, if you don't understand that terminology, he goes to jail.
No. Not one time ever, never, not once in my... No. Mm-mm. Not since I've turned to being an adult, no.
When did you become an adult?
When I turned 18.
Oh, a legal adult, I see.
Yeah.
Look at that. Intentional, unintentional.
It was intentionally unintentional. Okay, done.
It's accidentally on purpose.
Yeah. Nope, never been to jail as an adult. Very proud to be able to say that. 0 arrest record. 0 wants, 0 warrants, 0 history. Nothing. I haven't even had a damn traffic ticket in 20 years.
I haven't had a traffic ticket in 20 years. I'm still at the 14-year mark on.
No, squeaky clean. Now, if you could go unseal my record before I turned 18,
It's people like you that just ain't been caught.
you might find a couple things.
You might not be squeaky clean, but you just ain't been caught.
As an adult, I'm pretty squeaky clean. As a juvenile, I only got caught for minor things, and I didn't get caught for the things that really would have put me away.
Right.
So you're right. I never really got caught. But as an adult, I've never done anything that I
Right.
have to worry about to get caught.
I spent 3 summers mopping and waxing floors at the juvenile detention center
You know?
because my buddy didn't know how to spell white. Long story, but he spelled white, W-I-T-E. And when the one officer looked at him and said, "How do you spell white?" He goes, "W-I-T-E. How do you spell it?" I knew we were going to jail.
Oh, you were going anyway. That was just the excuse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the 10 empty spray paint cans in my garage was the sealer. Oh, come on, Cody. You know better than that.
What good would it have done him if he made it?
He's got to try 4-for-4 jump shot.
No, it would have been his 5th jump shot, and he's 3 for 4 at the moment.
Oh, I missed one
So
then.
he's 3 and 1. Yeah,
Okay,
he did one while you were back there taking a break.
I was going to the bathroom.
I was trying to put it in a non-graphic way, but yeah, okay.
I was conversing with customers.
Okay. That's what you call it.
I'm really surprised. No, never mind.
Huh?
I am gonna table that thought.
Okay. Shot there.
Yes, it was.
Good enough.
It fell.
Probably play it right here. Bring the cue ball out that way.
Doesn't look like he's shooting it that way, though.
My lines suck. You know, looks like he's shooting in the side, don't it?
It does. It is. He did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. She's been stretching for a lot of shots today.
Yeah. Man, the boat overboard.
Oh, and another scratch. She's just been having a rough day.
Well, if you don't have all your 3 points solid.
Well, she's had a rough day. She's had a lot of unfortunate scratches. A lot of them. Most of them weren't necessarily her fault.
Well,
I mean, it's always your fault because
right.
you're at the table, but it's unforeseen or
It's just unfortunate.
definitely unfortunate, but also maybe some unpredictable, unseen, unexpected. It's like, sometimes you look at a shot and you're like, well, I might scratch on this shot, but I think I can get away with it and do this.
Right.
So when you scratch, you're not completely shocked, right?
But there's other shots that you don't even think of it.
It doesn't even come into play. You're like,
Right.
there's no scratch there, and then you make the ball, and all of a sudden, the next thing you know, the cue ball's going in. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, you're walking around looking for your next shot. You can't find the cue ball.
She's had a few of those today.
I gotcha.
Yeah, she's had a few of those. Those are the unfortunate ones. That I'm just like, man, those are the ones that hurt.
Yeah.
Especially
when you're walking around lining up your next shot and the cue ball can't be found.
Yeah. See, here's another one. If that ball goes in, you would have never thought she was going to scratch like that.
No.
She didn't, but that's the kind of scratches she's been having. It's been kind of crazy.
Well, that goes back to the comment that I tabled. Playing on the big table, she's not stroking the ball the way she does on a 7-footer.
And you got to do it more. You got to stroke it even better.
Yeah, you've got to be even more precise.
Right.
And until you learn how to cheat on a predator, when a cut shot, you don't even try. Putting English on it or, trying to squeeze it in because there's no forcing it in these corner pockets.
Well, there's not a lot. There's very little bit. You can do a little bit, but not much. This is pretty prime opportunity for Cody. Just bam, right? On the cue ball.
Bottom, yeah. Bottom left.
Maybe a little. Probably don't even need it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, just bank it in. Kick it in.
Yeah, right.
Kick it in.
He's going to jump it.
No, kick it in. Kick it.
Yeah, he's going to kick it in. He's going to kick it, but I don't, we'll see.
Oh.
It was a good try at it.
You can leave her straight in shot. She's going
to have to stretch
That's
for
a
it.
stretch shot, yeah, and that's probably a scratch on the side anyway.
It might be a bit of a scratch. I think it's past the side pocket.
Who catch the titty?
Yeah, where I don't think she's going to scratch, but it sure might. It just might be.
Has all the possibilities.
Yeah, it just might. It's right there. She's going for the bridge.
There's a jump cue.
But I think this one, if you hit it with some top, you can, catch a part of the rail there.
Oh, no wonder that's sore on my head. It was turned backwards. I was like, damn, why is that hurt?
Oh, she made it. Nice shot. Don't scratch her.
Scratch.
Oh, jeez. And those are the kind of scratches that she's been having. So I'm like, don't scratch her. You don't need that. All right, 4-2, 6-2, 6-2. Race to 7. Ladder of Legends. Legends, Brews and Qs, Colorado Springs.
Randy bartending, Mark commentating.
April 27th, but on the date on the post it says the 19th because I put the wrong date.
And it's April 26th.
No, it's not. We don't need a doctor's note.
Look. Oh, 326 is what I was looking at instead of 427.
Yeah. We don't need a doctor's note. Are you?
I gotta have double ribs.
Oh, why are you playing then, girl? No, that explains quite a bit, actually, now.
If you had to be with Darren all the time, wouldn't you want to be in public playing pool?
Because I told him I would play with my friends.
Yeah, but don't hurt yourself more.
And tell Darren to comb his hair.
You over here saying she's got to have rotator cuff surgery and she's playing pool. Why are you even here? Just because you said you'd play that before you had surgery. Well, okay, you didn't know you had surgery. Now you know you need surgery. Don't play a freaking pool match.
Well,
wow.
She knows there's
And
24 hours with Darren.
And she's stretching like crazy.
Like crazy, yeah.
All these shots, man.
Yeah,
Holy
that can't feel
crap.
good at all.
No, that's not good for you at all. Wow. Well, much respect. Much respect to Crystal playing with, saying she needs rotator cuff surgery.
Torn rotator
That's
cuff.
crazy. So she will be in vacation mode after this.
At least 8 weeks.
For whatever long it takes. When it's medical like that, it's whatever.
Yeah. Really no time frame.
No. I mean,
come back when it's safe.
Right. This is just a fun thing to do, isn't there? There's no.
That's the thing about pool. It's an elective sport you're supposed to be having fun at.
Exactly.
It's not a job.
Right. Well,
it's not a duty. It's not a punishment.
Yeah.
The way some people treat it.
Yeah.
Stephen Northam made a very good comment. Put out a very good post last week.
Did he? What did he say?
About, well, maybe it wasn't Stephen that put it out. I think it was Michael Queen. But Stephen made a very good comment on the post. But about how, when you first start a match with somebody and you start playing really good, and, then you're getting called a sandbagger. You're getting called lucky instead of, nice shot or, then people get angry when they lose and.
Yeah, we've all been part of that.
But if you get that angry when you lose, quit. Find something else.
I commented on that post. I told him, I said, it's real simple. When I win, I got lucky. When they win, they got lucky.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. In pool, no matter how good you are or what match you're watching, even if you go watch the pros play, comes down to a roll.
They have bad days too.
I mean, it can come down to one roll. They got lucky. They got half millimeter.
Yeah. Or a dry break.
Or something. Shane Van Boning getting a dry break, does that make the other guy lucky? Kinda, but not really.
It makes him fortunate.
It makes him fortunate. But it's not really lucky. I mean, yeah, you're kind of lucky that Shane Van Boning broke dry. But at the same time, it happens. Everybody breaks dry.
And you take advantage of it,
And if you take advantage of it, then good on you. If you don't.
There's the option.
That is an illegally pocketed ball. That's only the second or third one we've seen this entire set. So I'll explain the rule again in case you missed it earlier. Illegally pocketed ball is any ball not called and any pocket not called. And if that happens, your opponent has the option of taking the shot or making you shoot again. It is not a foul. It is not ball in hand. You play it where it lies.
That's why they call it the option.
Exactly. Nice shot. There you go, Crystal.
You can either opt in or opt out.
Right, exactly.
Basically.
You can opt into the shot or opt out of it. Yeah, you sure can. Hit this with a little bit of draw.
Look at that. Boom.
She fired it in, but I don't think she wanted to she doesn't have the power in the rotator cuff to do the draw, to do anything.
Surprised you got it for the follow.
Well,
you know what I mean? I've had bad rotator cuffs, and that's not comfortable.
Yeah, I haven't, but I can't imagine playing with that.
It's almost like having a broken rib. Every time you laugh, it hurts like hell.
Yeah. No, I would have totally told her, don't play this match if I had known this ahead of time. I certainly wouldn't have forced any of these matches.
Which is more painful?
What? What's more painful?
Spending 12 hours with Darren or playing pool?
You really got a thing for Darren, don't you?
He would be on me just as opposite, just as equally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Would he tell you to comb your hair?
Oh, he would tell me way worse than that.
Okay.
If he could get me on something, yeah.
What do you mean if?
When.
There's a lot of things to be able to get you on.
Yeah, when he gets me on something.
There's plenty of ammunition there.
There's no...
Lots of targets.
Half-stepping. Like shooting fish in a barrel.
So, Cody on the 9-ball, 2 shots away from making it a 7-2 race and taking the spot. Looks like he's going to make it. Crystal, thank you for playing. Sorry that you had rotator cuff. You should not have played this match, girl. You just should have been like, nope, can't do it.
She should get a surrogate shooter.
Oh, she might. You know what? She should have let Darren play for her. No, because then she would have
lost.
She would have lost 7-0. She would have got 7-0.
Oh, definitely skunk. And that's it.
So that is it. Cody's going to take that one 7-2. Crystal played with a torn rotator cuff and is needing rotator cuff surgery, but didn't tell us that
And played on a big table
just a minute ago, and stretching her butt off to reach some of these shots. Thank you both for playing. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for participating in the ladder.
Have you ever had one of those moments where you're glad you didn't make any smart-ass comments about her having to stretch all over the table and missing shots?
No, because I usually don't do that. You do.
I do, but I'm saying I had that moment today where I didn't make no smart, and I feel good about it now.
Well,
because
good for
now
you.
I found out that she's injured.
Good for you.
I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
I have good sense. That's
And
Mark.
That's Don. Thank you all for watching. Keep an eye on the page. The BCA League, Singles League, is coming soon. I've been doing a lot of work in the background for it.
Yes, he has.
And
Deuces.
they'll be news soon. See y'all later. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Mark.
Later, guys.
Thank you, Randy.